Welcome to qnawire.
Hi, so over here we're going to have the synthesis of a nickel complex that is going to contain the ethylene diamine, which is often abbreviated as EN, ligand into its structure. So the molar mass of ethylene diamine is going to be equal to 60.1 grams per mole. So we can employ that value already here just to complete our table. Oops. 60.1 grams per mole. And with this information, we're going to find out which one is going to be our limiting reagent. So notice that all of the other information is already provided to us by the datasheet given here, meaning the mass of ethylene diamine that we're going to have, the mass of nickel chloride hexahydrated is also going to be given. So the only thing that we need to calculate are the moles of each of them and the amount of product that would be generated with that. So first of all, the amount of moles for nickel chloride hexahydrated is going to be equal to mass divided by the molecular weight. For this compound, the mass is going to be 2.9714 grams, and the molecular weight is going to be 237.6878 grams per mole. So over here, 0.6878. Over here, we're going to get 1.25 times 10 to the minus 2 times 10 to the minus 2 mole. So we can write down over here as 1.25 times 10 to the minus 2. Now, with this amount of mole of nickel chloride, how much can I generate of the product? This is going to generate 1.25 times 10 to the minus 2 mole of product. Because we're going to have a one-to-one relationship in between the product and the nickel chloride. On the other hand, for the ethylene diamine, the amount of moles that we're going to have, I'm going to employ the abbreviation EN for ethylene diamine, is going to be equal to the mass, which is 4.275 grams, divided by the molar mass, which is 60.1 grams per mole. This is going to give us 7.113 times 10 to the minus 2 mole, which is the quantity that I'm going to plug in here. 7.113 times 10 to the minus 2 mole. So this quantity now is going to generate, let me erase over here just for me to correctly. This quantity is going to be able to generate, according to our stoichiometric relationship, we're going to have a 3-to-1 relation. So 1 mole of product, the product being the complex, is going to require 3 mole of ethylene diamine. So the quantity that we have needs to be divided by 3, which is going to be 2.37 times 10 to the minus 2 mole of the product. With this, we know that the limiting reagent is going to be nickel chloride. So, because it is going to generate the least amount of product. So the limiting reagent for this reaction is going to be nickel Cl2 hexahydrated. And with that, it would be all. Thank you very much and have a good one.